Good stuff. And we got Big Chris next. Chris Register, right?
Yeah, sir.
First time I've met you, son. I've seen you on the field. Sometimes we could go a whole kid's career and never even see him in person. I always see him on the field, knowing by his number 6.
Yeah,
I know everybody
get that
calls you. Everybody calls you, though. People in here last week talked to Jalen Gavin. You asked Jalen, what you got to do to take care of Dudley? What did Dudley? Big Chris. Everything's Big Chris.
I guess so.
Are you kind of happy the way things have gone this year? I mean, so far?
Very happy. Very.
What do you think is, it's come with hard work, a lot of all-season work, and a good team effort. What do you think, for the most part, it's better to have this team come together like that? It seems like it's pretty good friendship, pretty good team chemistry here, too.
Yeah, it's a family, man. We've been together since February, just working hard together. It's a family.
How do you get on the good side of Coach Mack? That's a good question, too. I mean, he's tough. I mean, I've been around Coach Mack a few years. He's going to be right on you. How do you get on his good side?
He's like my grandpa. It's just a relationship over there.
So he's been with you a long time. He's close enough now to be like a family member.
Like family.
Right?
It's all family.
Yeah.
Coach Davis is like our father, literally.
What have you learned from Coach Davis over the years?
He's taught me more than football. He taught me how to be a young man, just day-to-day life, just.
And it's only gotten better, you might say, too, right? Over the years, everything just keeps getting better. What about Southeast tomorrow night? What's your assignment? Is it for you, being the big linebacker, number 6, Chris Register, and being a Dudley Panther defensive player, is it in some ways the same assignment every week? Can you just kind of refine a little bit going to the next game?
Read my keys and go get to the ball, pretty much.
What do you see in that Southeast offense? Oh, it's mainly run offense. What do you see as far as their tendencies go?
They like to wedge a lot and bully. Pretty much, but if we play Dudley football, we should have it.
Dudley football seems to me, I was talking to Mr. White about that earlier, Dudley football seems to be going sideline to sideline, cover the entire field. You don't have one particular spot. You're going to be all over the place, right?
I plan to.
You got to. What was the success that you got against Page? How were you guys successful against Page?
Like I said before, just playing Dudley football, getting to the ball.
Can you break it down a little more for us? Kind of tell us what Dudley football is. Is there kind of a little inside to Dudley football?
I mean, defense. We play. We just get to.
Get a little humorous at Shane's Rib Shack. Keep talking, Chris.
We get to the.
This is good stuff. Good stuff. We're breaking it all down.
Everybody just runs to the ball. From the defensive line standpoint, we got Albert McClain. He's tough in the middle. We got Khalil Vance on the edge. He's hard to hook. We got Cromartie.
Some of those guys we talk about sometimes, like Chris Register gets a lot of mentions, Emmanuel Mosley gets quite a few too. You mentioned Cromartie, some guys like that. Occasionally hear as much about those guys. They're just as big a part of what you guys are doing as the rest, I'm sure.
Yeah, they're a real big part. The defensive line is what is our heart. It's the defensive line. I may get a lot of credit and stuff, but I credit my defensive line.
As big as you are, how'd you end up being a linebacker instead of being a defensive lineman? Because you seem size-wise big enough. You could have been almost like a defensive end. How did the linebacker position come about for you, and how did you fit in there?
Well, when I was a sophomore, as a freshman, I was playing behind a senior linebacker, and our weakness was linebacker. We needed a linebacker when I was a sophomore. So he put me as a linebacker my sophomore year, and we've always had defensive end and defensive lineman.
Was there anybody playing in front of you back in the day you kind of said, I sure would like to be as good as that kid is one day or good as that guy is down the road?
Denzel Jones and Trey.
Denzel Jones? Mm-hmm. Gotcha. How about this new kid, Randall Diaby? How's he fit in?
He's quick. He came in for Najee, and he's doing his part. He's doing pretty good.
Who challenges you in practice? Because you got to get challenged somewhere because you go up against different teams every week. But you've got to have that certain challenge to get you motivated, to get you pumped up for the next game.
Albert McClain, he challenges me.
Yeah?
He tries to toughen me up every day.
Does he get to you occasionally, kind of get on the edge?
He gets to me a lot.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? A little bit of both?
Yeah, a little bit of both.
You got to have something to get you fired up, get you stirred up for the big game against Southeast. Going down there, what would it mean to win that conference championship and go ahead and go undefeated in the conference?
It would mean a lot because we haven't done it since 2008. So being undefeated is a really big accomplishment for us this year.
What's the news like going to Clemson? You got to focus on what's going on now. Go ahead and get that conference title and go ahead and get things set in place to try to get a state championship. How did the Clemson decision come about? What's it mean going down there in the future?
I mean, right now I'm focusing on getting in early.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm focusing on that school-wise, but football-wise, I'm all about Dudley right now. I'm trying to get the state championship.
So there could be a chance you might be able to go down in December, early January to go to Clemson, maybe get done
Yes,
early.
sir.
Hit the
Yes.
spring practice as well.
Yeah.
What kind of goals have you got going down there eventually? I know you don't want to look ahead too much. What kind of goals you got going into Clemson early?
I'm planning on getting some playing time when I get down there.
That's the goal, I
I'm gonna
guess,
work my
first
tail
year,
off.
just get on the field
Yeah,
and
just
let
get
the
on
rest
the
of it
field.
take care of itself. You been keeping up with DJ Reed or any?
Yeah, me and him text every now and then, a lot actually. He just told me happy birthday just yesterday.
That would be kind of interesting to go against him defensively, let him be in the offensive side of things. I know they use him at fullback a little
Yeah.
bit down there as well. Now you do, I mean, that's kind of interesting too, because if I'm not mistaken, we see you on offense some also.
Yeah.
Did they ever get the ball to you? I know you block a lot,
They tried one time.
but if the ball does come your way, you are a reliable receiver. You can,
Yeah,
you can catch
definitely. I used to play receiver.
it. Back in the day? Tight end, wide receiver back in the day?
I used to play wide out.
Was that back in the middle school day or back even younger than that?
I played in middle school, but when I first came to Dudley, I was playing a little receiver.
How far have you come as far as, now you're now, I guess, 6'4", about 240, is that about right?
Yeah. When I came in, I was like 6'1", 6'2", 185.
185.
Yeah.
How do you put all that weight on? I know we know the long term is hard work, stay in the weight room, do all the drills, but really in a lot of ways, how do you get that weight on you?
Really, it just came on me throughout all the summer workouts Coach Matt in his program. It just came on to me.
Dudley was the right place for you then, right fit?
It really was.
How about you look at Dudley as far as the teachers go? Who do you think the best teacher is at Dudley? You've had the most, learned the most from, had the most success with? Is there a teacher over there?
I would say Mr. Pryor. When I was at Dudley, I'm in the academy, so
Got the academy, right?
yeah. So my senior year, I'm at A&T
What did
right
Mr.
now.
Pryor teach?
Life.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah. He was. That was my. What did Mr. Pryor teach? Mr. Pryor too. Yeah, he taught scientific visualization.
That was tough enough to say, let alone learn it.
Yeah.
So you learned some good things in there then.
Yeah, it
Like
was
you
pretty
say,
much
it's good to
computer
have
engineering.
those teachers that teach you more than just what's in the books.
Yeah.
Is Coach Davis kind of like that as a coach too? You learn more from him than just what's
Yeah,
going on?
really. He really teaches me how to be a man, and playing football comes after that. You know.
Was it always the thing? Were you always a tougher guy that could handle all the hits, the knocks, the beating, all the work on the field, or did you have to toughen up any there, or just kind of refine things?
Really, I came in tough. I would say I came in tough.
yeah.
I've been told, but I think I came in tough. Being a young bull going against DeMarcus Bell and all those old
Big linemen
guys.
back in the day.
Yeah, it was tough back then. But
Who's,
I think that
who
was
do you think the best athlete to ever come out of Dudley is? You look at some of the athletes coming there over the years.
Ricky Lewis.
Yeah, you probably put Ricky Lewis in that same category.
Yeah, I think Ricky
I
Lewis.
put him on my sheet here. Also put David Amerson in there too.
David
Very
Amerson,
good as
too,
well.
yeah.
I mean, Dudley's had success. I mean, that's something for you guys to shoot for. End up in the pros one day like those guys.
Yeah, really. We look up to those guys because they're really representing Dudley well.
Clemson's a good choice. Emmanuel Mosley going to Tennessee, that's a good choice too. I mean, you guys are kind of setting the standard also for these younger Dudley players.
Yeah. I mean, we're just playing football, trying to make our families proud.
What about the Shrine Bowls in the works for you guys too? Isn't it for you and Emmanuel? Shrine Bowl coming up?
The Shrine Bowl and the OD All-American Bowl in Florida.
What's the second one? I mentioned Shrine Bowl. What's the other one?
The Offense and Defense All-American Bowl.
Oh, okay. Down in Florida for that one?
Yeah.
When's that one coming around?
We leave December 30th.
You'll be busy in that last month of the year then.
Yeah, December is going to be real busy.
Could be a good state championship run coming early December, get down to the Shrine Bowl about the middle of the month, and then go to that other All-American game then.
Yeah.
If you pack all that together, get everything taken care of, head to Clemson, maybe that first or second week of January then.
Yeah.
Busy time. What do you got to do to hold it all together? Keep it all together going
Stay
up to
focused.
Focused?
Yeah. Get my schoolwork together. Work ahead of time. And just stay focused.
I think it's probably a good thing. If you can do all that now and keep all that together and pull it together, it's going to be preparing you for college. You get busy when you get there too.
I've been pretty much preparing for college this whole semester, being at A&T.
How about preparing again for Southeast? You got any numbers in mind? You got to tackle and focus on tomorrow night? Any particular numbers on their team?
I mean, their offensive line is pretty big.
Yeah, they got that one
Yeah,
kid about
they're really big.
356. He'll be a big one.
Yeah, they got a big offensive line, but I think we just play Dudley football. We should
It helps to be like you guys are, not only big but big and quick.
Yeah, we've been they tell us that all the time, but as a team, we just feel like we're not fast enough.
Got to get more. Got to get quicker.
We gotta get quicker.
Got to react. Got to play on these Falcons tomorrow night. What about, we talked about best teacher at Dudley. Is there anything as far as Dudley goes, any teachers that you think could be a head football coach among the female teachers? Any ladies over there that teach that could coach football?
We got one. We got a principal that used to play football. Miss Wingate.
Wingate, former assistant or principal there then. She can play some ball.
Yeah, Miss Wingate, I think she used to play football.
So she
played running
coach.
back for. She used to play running back for the women's league.
Gotcha. How about from your standpoint, you got a favorite NFL team? I know your favorite college team's got to be Clemson. Do you have another thing about college? Any other favorite college teams aside Clemson? Tennessee?
I mean, yeah, Tennessee. I like Tennessee.
What about professional teams? Got a favorite pro team?
Really, I'm not really a fan of any team. I just watch. But I used to follow the Chargers hard.
Don't follow the Panthers that much in particular.
I like the Panthers.
How do you like that guy, Luke Kuechly? You ever watch him any? I guess
yeah.
59?
Yeah, he's pretty good.
If you could emulate that guy as a linebacker, I mean, gosh, that would be the man to be.
Yeah.
Because I liked about him last week, the fact that guy goes back, not only plays his defense, he goes back, gets in the passing lanes, makes that big interception.
Yeah, he gets a lot of interceptions.
So the interception he made last week was almost like you see a linebacker make an interception, turning his body around and stretching back
like a
into
DB.
it. Yeah, exactly, like a DB, just like a total athlete. Have you had any picks in that linebacker spot? Anything coming your way?
I've had a lot of deflections.
Pass deflections, that's not bad. I saw that Amerson had one of those last week too, plus he had a pick as well for the Redskins. Gotta like those pass deflections. With us again, we've got Chris Rester, Dudley Panthers, Big Chris, number 6, working it all together at Shane's Rib Shack for a Thursday night. And a few final questions for Chris as we close things out. Kind of looking over again, to be a state championship team, what does Dudley have to do down the stretch run? Last regular season game tomorrow night at Southeast, and then you go into the playoffs. What do you got to do to put everything in order, put it together, and get that state championship?
Staying focused and listening to our coaches.
Is that ever tough? Is that ever tough to do from the older players? You just kind of fall in line and do that?
Really, I think we got enough senior leadership. Everybody else is just following in line. That's what it feels like.
You have to ever rattle the cages and kind of rough up those younger players, make sure they keep things in order?
Not really. Not like we used to.
This team, from what I've heard, seems like it's come together better than even some of the earlier teams.
Really. It really has.
Chris, good luck to you, my man.
Thank you.
See you down the road. Hope to see you on TV with the Clemson Tigers in the future. Chris Rester, Dudley Panthers, Shane's Rib Shack for a Thursday night. And